We all can be part of the community. We all can be part of to help others.
Hello, welcome to episode 6 of Microscopically Short Films. My name is Carolé Acuña and this is Juan Castillo.
Nice meeting you.
He's an activist, an advocate, a politician, and he would like to share how to get involved in your communities, and also if you would like to get involved not just in your communities but globally. How do you do that? How did you start?
Actually, first of all, I think you have to be part of the community in a different ways. You can be a teacher, you can be a instructor, you can be a coach, you can be a labor leader, you can be an artist. There are different kinds of activities you can do in the community to be involved in as an activist and politician.
So what does it mean, your definition of activist? What do you mean by that?
Activism seems, well, to me, is a person who is involved in the community in different ways. It can be fighting for the rights. It can be involved in the social activities, or it can be in the sport activities, or it can be any cultural activity. It can be also a good thing to do as an activist.
And you're involved in politics as well, right? You're a union rep, you said?
Yes, actually, I'm involved in as a labor in a union for securities and also for janitorial. I've been involved in this community for the last 15 years, and we always were fighting for the rights of the workers.
And something recently passed, didn't it? There's some big celebration that happened. I actually interviewed Juan for the Artivists. There's something that, do you remember? I mean, I forget what it is, I'm sorry. Did something happen that was good that you were fighting for?
Oh, yes. Well, actually, a couple of years we were fighting for the minimum wage for the people.
Oh, yes.
And then there was a lot of activities that we did that involve people from the community, even children from the community. They were involved to fight for these rights. So finally, last year we got it signed by the governor of California, the minimum wage, which is now $15 per hour. So I was part of these fights for the community and also for the laborers. So I think it was a good thing, and it makes me feel good that I did my part to help the community.
And what exactly did you do to help?
We were going in rallies on the streets. We were doing conferences. We had conferences. We went to the city hall to talk to the supervisors. We went to Sacramento to speak to the rep from the California government. And all these meetings that we had, it was worth it because we finally won the case. Yeah, which is a good feeling as a union rep.
So, okay, when you wanted to get involved in the community, how old were you? And then were you ever scared to do it, or you just do it your whole life? How did it even start?
Actually, I was only working as a security guard, but one friend of mine who was also union rep, he invited me to take the training as a shop steward. So since then I started doing it. I was probably about 10 years ago when I started involved in the union, and I think it was worth it because I learned how to go in meetings, trainings, talk to the employers, talk to the security guards, talk to people from the Sacramento government, from the City Hall of San Francisco. So I think in all this time that I was involved in the union, I learned a lot of things related to laboring, how to be an activist, how to speak in the microphone in front of other people, which was at the beginning a little confusing, but then I think I can do it now for more confidence.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And why did you not do it? 10 years before 10 years ago, your life prior to that, were you afraid to get involved? You just didn't know how?
Actually, I was not aware that there was a very strong union in California related to securities. So I learned, little by little, how to get involved with the union. That's why I started getting involved with the union. But before I was just, going to work. But then I was not knowledgeing myself about the rights that the security guards are supposed to have as a laborer in California. But then when I started getting involved with the union, then that's when I learn a lot of things related to the labors.
But you're also involved in youth, right? You said, I know that teenagers, you said that they were in gangs, helping them get out of gangs and poverty.
Yes,
How did you get involved with that?
Back in 1990, I started joining the Boys Clubs of America in San Francisco. And then in these programs, I learned that there was some other programs in the mission area that they were involved with gangs. So the gangs related with kids. So even though the Boys Clubs has a program to help the kids to get familiar with other things that they don't supposed to be doing, and then that's where I started talking to these kids, the ones that they have problems with gangs, and they have problems with alcohol, problems with broken families, drugs and everything. So it was a good thing for me because at this moment I feel really good that I see these kids, they're already grown now with families, and some kids that are already 21, 22, they already graduated from school. So that's a good feeling that I did my part to help other people. So.
Any advice for somebody who's nervous about getting involved or feels like, I can't even try that, or I don't have time, or I don't have money, or I have my own problems, I can't even do that? What do you say to people that might be thinking that?
Actually, I think we all can be part of the community. We all can be part of to help others. There are so many programs in the community that we can help. I also was involved in one program. It's called the partnerships for learning for kids. So this program involves you have to go to the school and then teach the kids how to learn how to read and how to write.
Oh yeah.
So there are kids that they just got here in the country and they need to get at the same level of the other kids. So I'm part of that program too, which is a good thing. So there's other things that in the community you can do. It can be culture in the culture and sports, or it can be as a labor activist. It's a good thing. I personally I can invite people that if they have at least 2 hours a week that they can invest their time in the community, they can do it. It makes you feel good, and then at the same time you helping the community, the youth, the youngsters, and the families too at the same time.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Is there you have anything coming up that you want anyone to know about?
Well, this year, most likely, I get involved with the CYO, which is the California Youth Association organization, and also the Catholic Youth community. So at this moment, I'm a part of that. They have soccer programs right now. They are running on the fields. So that's what I'm doing right now, just involved in the soccer for the moment, as a referee and also as a coach.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Juan.
You're welcome. Yes.
All right. That's for episode 6 of Microscopically Short Films. And thank you so much, Juan Castillo. Do you have a website or maybe just your Facebook page? Juanito Castillo, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, I'm Juanito Castillo at Facebook.
Yeah, there you go. All right. See you later.
Take care.